people, what's good? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for joining me. UFC 287 has just wrapped up. I say just wrapped up, probably hasn't by the time this video goes out, probably wrapped up days ago, but nonetheless, let's get straight into it. So straight away I've got to mention Joe Pyfer, second round TKO over Gerald Meerschaert. What a performance. I hadn't heard of either of them, but that's definitely one to go back and watch, like on the highlights, and it'll be over quick too. After that, Kelvin Gastelum had a decisive win over Chris Curtis. It was a bit of a back and forth war, but Kelvin Gastelum having a year and a half out and still looking like that, it's impressive. His output was better, his striking was better. I feel like Chris Curtis kind of just relies on his boxing a bit too much. He threw a couple of kicks, but nothing major. Kelvin Gastelum was throwing kicks, he was throwing punches, he was moving in and out, bobbing and weaving, trying to go for takedowns. Didn't land too many takedowns, but he was going for them and really showed, you know, true mixed martial arts, whereas Chris Curtis, like I say, predominantly boxer. So yeah, tough night for him. He got his licks in there, but ultimately lost by unanimous decision. Alright, on to the main card, which got kicked off by Raul Rosas Jr. versus Christian Rodriguez. Now, that Raul Rosas Jr., he's got a lot of hype about him, but he is very young, and I kind of feel like at some point he was going to get a lesson, and Christian Rodriguez was there to give him that lesson. First round, Rosas looked really good, took his back, really tried for the finish, and fair play to him. You know what I mean, showed a lot of heart. But into rounds 2 and 3, the gas tank was empty, and that was sort of clear. And then it really did look like a man was beating up a child, which that's exactly what it was. Rosas Jr. is only just turned 18, and Christian Rodriguez, I believe, is about 25. So, you know what I mean. Then after that, Kevin Holland got a third round KO victory over Santiago Ponzinibbio. Great fight, entertaining fight, very back and forth up until Kevin Holland landed that punch and put Santiago flat on his face, which he contested it, but yeah, he definitely looked out. He didn't put his hands down or anything. It was face flat first on the canvas. Good call by the ref. After that, Rob Font got an impressive first round KO over Adrian Yannis. For the time that it lasted, it was pretty back and forth. Rob Font's eye got pretty swollen pretty quick, but yeah, ultimately ended with a big punch that put Yannis on his ass and ended the fight. On to the co-main event then, Gilbert Burns versus Jorge Masvidal. I said it was going to be a tough night in my predictions video, if you saw that, and that's exactly what it was. Jorge got his licks in, but it was a tough night for him, and we saw him retire as well, which was, you know, sad to see. I would have kind of liked to have seen him and Kevin Holland go at it, because they had a bit of a back and forth during the press conference and in the week leading up to the fight. So it would have been interesting to see if that had, you know, amounted to anything. But other than that, yeah, I guess if you feel like you're a step behind, then getting out of the cage is probably the best thing to do. And then on to the main event, Israel Adesanya KOing Alex Pereira in the second round, right at the end of the second round. I think there was like 30 or 40 seconds left, or less. I don't know what to say. It was an incredible moment. It's an incredible story, having been beaten by this guy 3 times, twice before in kickboxing and then once in the UFC. I don't think anyone, I mean, people backed him. Drake put a crazy bet on, as he always does. People backed him, but I feel like they probably backed him out of want. I feel like he was definitely the underdog in that fight. So to go out there and knock him out in the fashion that he did was insane. The 3 arrows in the back, that was insane. I thought it was sick. The whole thing was sick. The celebration was sick. Yeah, great win for Izzy. The only thing I worry about now is what's it going to do for the division. Is it going to block it up? He's sort of fought everyone that's at the top now. So where's he go next? I don't know, but I'm excited to see. If you like me doing these styles of videos, let me know in the comments. If you have been, thank you for watching. Until next time, peace.